Welcome to the Eclipse course on a balanced approach to healthy skin when it comes to sun exposure. My name is Elise Champe, and I am the founder of Eclipse Glove, a UPF 50 clothing and accessories company. By the end of this course, you'll have a well-rounded understanding of how to achieve and maintain healthy skin in the sun. You may be surprised by some of the information. I will offer all the pertinent information, not just information that supports wearing sun protective clothing. We are not trying to make you vampires. I promise. That would not be healthy for anyone. My disclaimer is that I'm not a doctor nor any other type of medical provider, and this is for information only. I cannot make medical recommendations. Please consult with your doctor before starting any program mentioned here. You may be helping doctors learn about a new technique that they can research and then in turn advise you about. My goal in this class is to give you the cliff notes, not only on how to protect your skin, but to go beyond the basics and share information so you will come away knowing how to harness the sunlight to not only prevent the deleterious effects of UV rays, but also improve the quality of your life by offering you techniques to positively affect skin health and appearance, optimize your circadian rhythm, promote hormone health and well-being such that you enjoy the sun the healthy way, our motto here at Eclipse. Here are 3 questions to get this class started. You will know the answers by the end of our time together. Is it best for skin and overall health to go for the beekeeper look? Should I avoid sunscreen completely? What is the best way to harness the positive health benefits of sunlight? If you know about Eclipse, you probably are familiar with the essentials of sun safety. The Skin Cancer Foundation's daily sun protection guide is to cover up with clothing, play in the shade, know your sunscreen, shield the wee ones, look out for windows because UV passes through them, say no to tanning beds, and do monthly skin self-exams and see a dermatologist annually. But let's go beyond skin deep basics. Skin is made of various layers of various thicknesses. It's the largest organ in the body. It is considered an important endocrine gland too, because skin makes hormones and is part of the vitamin D production pathway when exposed to UV rays. Hormone balance is incredibly important for overall health. Vitamin D is important for many bodily functions, including immune function. Some call it your secret weapon against infectious diseases. We can get vitamin D through food and supplementation, but sun exposure is much more efficient. You may be surprised to hear me recommend some time in the sun. It's all about balance. UV light is beneficial, but it can damage skin as well. Here's how the sun damages the skin. Sun exposure disrupts collagen and speeds up aging the skin. Furthermore, there is clear evidence that sunlight can cause cancer. The sun causes mutations in DNA that affect which proteins are made and therefore lead to skin cancer. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to ultraviolet light. Protection from UV rays is important all year. Most sun-related skin cancers are basal cell carcinomas, which are less deadly than the melanomas, but they can still be deadly. It's very important to see a dermatologist once per year and get all your skin checked, not just your moles. Moles are not the only way to monitor for skin cancer. Furthermore, not all skin cancers are mole related. There are many different forms of skin cancer, and skin cancer numbers are very big. Do not wait to get checked if you have a pimple-like lesion or any kind of spot that seems like acne that has lasted more than a month, or any area that has been seeping pus or blood that has lasted more than a month. Do not wait. Get it checked by a dermatologist. I target which areas of skin do get sun because some areas are easily overexposed as we go about our daily lives, driving, walking outside. UV light does go through car windows and windshield. It does. The tops of hands, neck, and ears are often overexposed to sunlight. Eclipse tip. A physical barrier can help protect from the sun as it relates to sunburn and a youthful appearance. That is where eclipse clothing and accessories are very helpful, since our fabric offers maximum UV protection by blocking 98% of UVA and UVB rays. And the designs cover up the vulnerable areas, such as right here, the upper chest, that are often not covered, such as the backs of the hands, the upper chest, the neck, the ears, areas where sun most often induces damage, since these are the parts of the body that are most exposed on a regular basis. Unlike sunscreen, there is no controversy over the safety of using clothing as a barrier to excess sun. Sunlight. It's a good idea to get sunlight. That is to say, the right amount of sunlight. Getting some sunlight is correlated with a longer lifespan. People who completely avoid sunlight are not living as long as people who do get some sun exposure. What consists of excessive exposure is specific to where you are in the world, what time of year it is, and your genetics. I recommend researching where you live online or asking your dermatologist for the months when the sun provides vitamin D in your area. As an example, if you live in New York and the surrounding area, from October to April, the sun provides minimal or no vitamin D, regardless of time spent outdoors. This is when supplements are vital. From May to September, 15 to 20 minutes of sun a day is ideal sun exposure without a sun protective barrier, such as sunscreen or clothing, to build adequate levels of vitamin D. Melanin helps block out damaging UV rays up to a point, which is why people who naturally have darker skin are less likely to get a sunburn. People with lighter skin have less melanin. They are more likely to burn from UV rays rather than tan. But even for people who don't usually get sunburned, UV exposure increases the risk of skin cancer. As I mentioned before, however, we do need sun exposure for the production of vitamin D and for the production of hormones such as testosterone and estrogen. Healthy levels of vitamin D, testosterone, and estrogen are incredibly important for health and a feeling of well-being. So, how do you get some sun and protect your skin at the same time? A sun smart tip. When the sun is low in the sky in the early morning and end of day at sunset, this is generally the safest time to get sun exposure to the eyes and skin. The UV index is at its lowest and you can still get all the upside of sunlight. It's when the UV index is high that skin gets bombarded. In the continental United States, UV rays tend to be strongest from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. standard time. When you look up your local weather, there's often a UV index listed, or you can find a UV index online by searching the terms EPA, as in the Environmental Protection Agency, and UV index to forecast the strength of UV rays each day. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, if the index is 3 or higher in your area, protect your skin from too much exposure to the sun. We can think of time in sunlight as sun in the eyes and sun on the skin. Sun exposure to the eyes creates different effects from sun exposure to the skin. Let's delve into each type. Sun hitting your eyes modulates your circadian rhythm to increase mood, focus, and alertness, and improve sleep, which are both strongly correlated with improved mental health and immune systems function, and therefore an increased lifespan. Sun exposure of the skin leads to positive modulation of hormones, dopamine, testosterone, and estrogen, which are also correlated with an increased lifespan. That is why it is beneficial to have some time in the sun, just not at noon, for instance, when the UV exposure is strongest and your skin and eyes will get blasted. Let's go over the essentials of sunscreen so you can make an informed decision about using it. There are 2 types, organic and inorganic. Organic sunscreens are chemical-based, and I will call them organic chemical. Inorganic sunscreens are mineral-based. Organic chemical sunscreens absorb UV light, and there is some concern that this type contains chemicals that are endocrine disruptors, that is to say, hormone synthesis pathway disruptors. We don't want that, since hormone balance is key to optimal health and quality of life. Please note that on children under 6 months of age, it is advised that you not use chemical-based sunscreens. Their newer skin absorbs the chemicals too easily. Eclipse tip: to be as safe as possible when you use sunscreen, look for the zinc oxide to be the only active ingredient up to a 25% concentration. There is very little evidence that the mineral-based sunscreens are of concern, as long as they are under concentrations of 25%, which most of them are. Mineral-based sunscreens usually include zinc oxide and or titanium dioxide and are safe up to concentrations of 25%. They reflect back UV light that could otherwise cause mutations in the outer layer of your skin cells. When comparing titanium oxide to zinc oxide, there is some evidence that zinc oxide is the safer of the 2. Keep in mind, some sunscreens have both chemicals and minerals. In summary, if you are concerned about the safety of sunscreen, mineral sunscreens are deemed safer than the organic chemical options. The downside is mineral sunscreens can be pasty and thick. So, besides physical barriers of clothing and sunscreen, what can be done to increase the youthful appearance of your skin? Here is what we know makes skin look youthful. Besides enjoying the sun the healthy way, as we covered earlier, for an in-depth review of techniques mentioned below, I highly recommend Dr. Andrew Huberman's YouTube podcast episode entitled Skin Health and appearance. In this video, he recommends following one dermatologist on social media. Her name is Andrea Suarez, and over the years, she has worn and recommended our sun sleeves, wrap, gaiter, headband, hoodie, and joggers. Elasticity and hydration lead to plump, youthful looking skin. The following are techniques where the evidence is strong. That is to say, there is a positive correlation with making skin look youthful. Rejuvenation of the skin with collagen. Collagen can come from fish, meat, or other sources. The research shows statistically significant improvements and elasticity and skin appearance, including a reduction in wrinkles. Please consult your doctor for dosages. It appears that the effects of collagen are further enhanced by supplementing with vitamin C at the same time. Here's the wonderful thing I've discovered. Drinking bone broth will give you collagen. I like to squeeze some lemon in the broth for vitamin C and taste. Niacinamide improves moisture in the skin so it looks taut. Please check with your doctor so they can help you with dosages. It can be a supplement or used as an ointment. This is non-prescription. Hyaluronic acid supplement or ointment. This holds in moisture, plumping the skin, and is non-prescription. Retinoids. These are vitamin A derivatives and induce the formation of new skin. You will need a prescription. This is absolutely not to be taken by pregnant or lactating women. Phototherapy. This is to say long-wave light, either infrared light or red light, which goes deep into the tissues, accessing vasculature, the neurons, glands, and mitochondria of the cells for improved youthfulness of the skin, improved mitochondrial function, improved blood flow and delivery of nutrients, decreased inflammation. Avoid processed foods because they are inflammatory, which affects your skin's appearance. Sugar combined with fats is also inflammatory and ages the skin. Meanwhile, low sugar fermented foods like sauerkraut help your gut, therefore your skin. Get your vitamins. Stay away from alcohol, smoking, and vaping. Adequate hydration and sleep impact your skin appearance as well. We have covered a lot in this class to give you an overview of how to take the best care possible of your skin in the face of sun exposure. Nobody wants to age their skin any faster than necessary, nor get cancer. We do want to harness the power of sunlight for our greatest health benefit. That is to say, enjoy the sun the healthy way. We talked about skin, sunlight, vitamin D, the circadian rhythm, hormones, and put it all together into best practices to protect your skin from the sun while enjoying the benefits of sunlight, in addition to recommending techniques that make skin look as healthy as possible. To learn more about what we offer at Eclipse Glove, you can find us at eclipseglove.com or follow Eclipse Glove on Instagram. Thank you for joining me today for this Eclipse course, and until next time, here's to enjoying the sun the healthy way.